Hello and welcome to Engine Adventures off-road review of this 2022 Chevy Trailblazer active all-wheel drive with the 1.3 liter turbocharged inline 3-cylinder engine. It's got a decent amount of torque at like 174, horsepower is 155, but will that 9-speed transmission provide a low enough gear ratio for it to make our steep hill climb? Before we jump into it and show you the rest of the testing, I wanted to show you the tow hooks up front. Oh wait, they're solid. They're just fakes, which is kind of surprising. If you're gonna put them on there, put real ones. Otherwise, don't put the fake on there. The fog lights do work as fog lights. They'll turn on without the headlights on. I'll try and get a night shot of that as well. And check out the little LED and Chevy symbol in there. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's jump into it. We'll do the high-speed off-road first. Then we'll get to this small articulation hill that we're on now. And following that, we'll go to the steep hill climb. All right, let's go ahead and hit the high-speed off-road. And I am gonna flip the all-wheel drive system on. I don't know if that'd be at a stop for it. It's flashing there, there we go. And with the all-wheel drive system on, I don't really need it for this, but it just adds a little bit more traction, of course, as we go through this. So the goal is 20 miles an hour for most off-road vehicles. This one is not really an off-roader, and man, it's got pretty stiff suspension. So let's go ahead. We're at 17. Let's see if we can get it up to 20. There's 20 right there. And here comes the first big bump at 20. Oh, you can hear the suspension bottom out a couple times there. It doesn't like it. We'll slow it down for sure. About 17. So yeah, this one, it's about a 17-mile-an-hour car. The ride's pretty good, but the lack of travel, it just bottoms out so fast that when you're going any quicker than this, you really kind of run into the bump stops, and they are not smooth bump stops. Let's go ahead and get some exterior shots of some of these bumps.
Let's watch that one more time in slow motion.
So here are the different drive modes. You basically just have sport. If you hit your traction control button once, it will turn it off. But if you push it and hold it down for a really long time, like 8 to 10 seconds, you get the electronic stability control off as well. Then right there's your all-wheel drive switch. Basically, those are your drive modes. Easy enough.
Performance isn't too bad for being in front-wheel drive only. It does transfer power side to side pretty well, but once it gets to where it has to climb pretty steep and lift a wheel at the same time, that's where it starts to struggle.
Popped up a warning, but it was so fast I couldn't get an image of it. It said all-wheel drive mode recommended. So we're gonna go ahead and try normal and all-wheel drive right now.
You can see how fast the all-wheel drive responds, and it seems more almost like a part-time system where when you engage all-wheel drive, it's just automatically in all-wheel drive. It stays in all-wheel drive the whole time. See, when the wheel lifts, there's no additional spin until it gets to the spot where it really has to try hard, and then the brake distribution works well to transfer power where it needs to be. I get a lot of comments saying if you turn off traction and stability control, it will do much better. But again, when you turn those off, oftentimes you will lose the braking ability on the wheels that do spin, and so it actually performs worse in this scenario. Sport mode performed pretty much the same as normal mode. There might have been a tiny bit more wheel spin, but I really didn't notice that much of a difference.
Sorry for the fan noise, but it's really hot in here. So I'm gonna keep it on. Hopefully it doesn't bother the camera too much. All right, we're gonna head over to the steep hill climb, and I have not set up the camera yet, but we'll go ahead and get the entrance. I don't always film entering the steep hill climb, and this vehicle's small enough I might be able to make the turn onto it without changing direction and coming from the other way, and can't quite make the turn. So we'll go ahead and make this a 28-point turn. All right. We are in all-wheel drive. We're not even going to try the two-wheel drive mode. Okay, I'm full throttle. There it goes. Figured it out. Took some time, took some effort to do. Let me go fix the hill a little bit and set up the camera. There's a big rock right there that we don't want to be dealing with. Okay, we're in normal mode. All-wheel drive is on. I did not set the parking brake, so that was hard on the trans. We're gonna lock it into first gear, and we might try sport mode in a bit, but for now we'll just try the normal mode. Sport mode lets you spin the tires a little bit more, just barely though. I didn't notice a ton of difference. So, and we're gonna take a slightly easier line before we get to the roughest spot, just to minimize the risk of damage. I'm so close, but it's really smoking the tires. There we go. All right, here is the biggest, hardest part. If it starts pulling to the left, we'll call it quits. Oh, right as it grabs, I got nervous. That was my fault. It doesn't have it in it. So, go ahead and back up. We're gonna take the easy line, assuming we can get off this hill without damaging it. Oh. Always makes me nervous. This thing is not very high off the ground, so sliding into those holes is a potential case for damage. Let's see if we can start from here. Lock it down into first again. All-wheel drive's on. We're going to carry momentum this time. I do not want to slide off the side. Oh, and lost the momentum. There it goes, there it goes. And we made it. Wow, that's a tough climb. I'm not sure we're going to get a clip of it cresting the hill, just because I don't want to do that again. The bottom scraped even at that fairly good angle. I don't know if I can get a much better angle than that. I don't want to be dragging the bottom anymore. So we're going to call that good on the steep hill climb. And that's it for the off-road review of the 2022 Trailblazer. It was pretty good for what this is. There aren't a lot of vehicles in this class that will perform better. Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. I know I always call that one out, but that's one of the few that can do the hard line here. Ultimately, a pretty good little vehicle. I liked it overall. Drives great. Off-road, it doesn't do as great. You can't go real fast because of the small amount of suspension travel, and it tops out hard, bottoms out hard. But it does have enough torque to make the hill climb, and every time I do this, the hill's a little bit worse, so the easy line gets worse and worse. And it was still able to make the easy line. It struggled a little bit, but the easy line would be almost comparable to the old hard line. Not quite, but close. Anyway, you liked what you saw, be sure to hit subscribe, ring the bell, so you get notifications when we post new videos, and give me a thumbs up and comment down below. If you did not like it and you give me a thumbs down, also comment down below and let me know why. Let me know of anything you want to see, different tests you want to see, or information I can give you. I'll see what I can do. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.